All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of What Sold on eBay Last Week. 2-week special edition because last week I was on a business trip that I still can't talk about, as I know people are going to ask. But anyways, let's get right into it. First and foremost, it is the 27th, which means we have 2 days left of February, rather. And we are at 3,804. I'll just show you. $3,804.79 in total sales, which isn't bad because, let's look real quick. I'll just go ahead and show you guys. Because December, which is obviously the month that you would have a very high rate of sales, I was very happy with my December sales at the time. We did $4,408.88. So, we're only $600 behind that, which really is not that bad. I'm pretty happy with that. We will see how the next 2 days go, and I hope we clear 4,000, but I doubt we'll beat. I doubt we'll beat December. All depends. But anyways, let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost here, we got the Pelican Stinger light gun for the Sega Dreamcast. This was just laying in a bunch of my gaming stuff, wound up with other cords and everything, and I pulled it out thinking, hey, this might be a decent individual sale, and sure enough, 35 bucks, free shipping, so, it's probably closer to like 25 bucks. Because I'm sure that was about $10 fees and shipping cost to me. I also had a drawer just completely full of loose controllers and memory cards and just anything like basically small that I would get, in these gaming lots and stuff like that. And so I pulled out all the memory cards. There's PS2 memory cards in there, even Nintendo 64 memory cards and GameCube memory cards, and I decided to list those all the other day. And here is one of those. The 59 blocks sold for $9.99. Free ship. Then we got a vintage camo hat, mesh in the back, business in the front. $9.99 plus shipping. Not bad. Another memory card from the drawer that keeps on giving. 4 megabytes GameCube, $5.99 free ship. So I basically just wanted to move those. I just wanted to get them gone and get the little bit of cash. Obviously on a free ship on a $5 sale. I'm not making too much, but it's better than nothing. You know what I mean? This SNES pad actually sold for $9.99, $4.60. And the guy messaged me whenever he got it, and it was not working properly. So I ended up giving him a refund on that. Oh, this also went out to a buyer, my bad, or a viewer. Hey, Hova, I'm a huge fan of you and the guys. I've been a fan since the Black Ops 2 days, since I was a sophomore in high school, and now I'm a senior in college. I have been loving the new content and the new videos, and started selling on eBay as well because of you. It would mean a lot if you could sign the memory card. Thank you. So I did, and I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much, Jose. I appreciate it, man. Then we got a lot of my sales this month were helped out, I'm not going to lie, by basically just cleaning up my house. I went through my office, I kind of looked around here, and I found all the stuff that I didn't need and sold it. So I listed this for $119, and it sold. Like, I'm pretty sure it was like overnight. They said, please don't include a receipt. It's a gift. I thought it was a viewer, but it's not. So, yeah, I bought this Vita on like a Black Friday sale. It was one of those things I thought I was going to use, and I never did, so I figured it was time to get rid of it. The Lord of the Rings 2-game lot, $8.99 plus shipping. This is also a viewer sale. He said, hey, Hova, grew up playing these games. Had to buy them when I saw it. Also, I'm not trying to make you feel old, but I started watching you and the crew when I was 10 years old. I'm in my 4th semester of college now. I never really had the opportunity to thank you for all the good memories, but I figured this was at least a way I could thank you. P.S. Is that person still mad at spaghetti? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the business, Andrew. Hope you enjoy the games. Then we sold Super Monkey Ball Jr. here for $6.99 free ship. Another memory card for the old GameCube. 59 blocks of memory for $6, free ship. The Pac-Man collection on GBA, $4.99, free ship. We sold a PS1 console here with a controller and the cables. Pretty basic, $44.95, free shipping. Sold an enamel vintage Sprite pen. This went out to a viewer. Hey, I have watched your videos for nearly 10 years, man. These messages do make me feel old. Always appreciated a good hover rage. Started to collect similar pens a few months back. Now I got a special one. Thanks. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate the business. Hope you enjoy your Sprite pen. Still 6 of these available. These little RF modulators, I started picking these up when I saw them at yard sales because a lot of times people don't really even know what they are. They want like 25 cents for them. So I had like 4 or 5 of them, and I listed them all in the same day. And I think I've sold like 2 of them so far. So $9.89 free ship on that. This I picked up from I remember it was like a church sale in Marshall, Missouri. Went up there, and it was like there was only like 6 ladies in there, and they had like 3 or 4 things each, and one of them was this. I think she wanted like $5 for it. She said it was all there, which ended up not being true, because unless it's not supposed to come with the wrestlers, I don't know. I assumed that the wrestlers would be in there. They weren't. It was just the stage and everything. Some people put these, like they put the whole, a lot of people on eBay put the whole thing together and then list it. There's a lot of these listed, and they're listed much closer to like $100. But I didn't want to sit there and actually put it together because, first of all, I didn't. It felt like putting together IKEA furniture, and I didn't want to do that. So I just kind of put it all out there and took pictures and listed it under what everybody else had it listed as, because I also didn't know if it was 100% complete. I'm not really sure if all those pieces are there, but it looked like it mostly was. I know that this camera right here alone, this is a Bolo. If you guys ever see one of these Nitro Arenas out there, or you just see this camera here, I want to say the camera alone sells for like $20. I guess that's one of those toys that, you know, this is the piece that everybody either ends up breaking or losing or whatever. This is one of those things that you can like part out. At least I know I remember seeing that camera for pretty good money. So yeah, that's a Bolo right there. But $39.99 plus shipping on that. Still pretty good. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I spent like $5 or $6 on it. These Elvis cassettes, I went to an estate sale in Kansas City a few weeks ago. This wasn't too long ago, and I went on the last day of it, which means that everything was half off. Their cassettes were already 50 cents or 25 cents. I don't remember. And it was half off day, so I saw these, and all of these but like 2. I think that bottom right one there, and maybe those 2 Elvis tapes above the country Elvis, maybe those were open, but that 2-pack, that 2-pack, that 2-pack, and these 2 individuals were all sealed. So I knew that, you know, that was probably a pretty safe investment. I didn't even really look them up. I just picked them up because, like I said, they were like a quarter a pop, and sold them for $39.99 free ship. So that was a pretty good little flip there. I was pretty happy with that. Twisted Metal on the original PlayStation. The case that I had this in was super busted up and everything. That's another quick tip I can give you guys. If you plan on doing this eBay stuff, whenever you're out at yard sales, sometimes you'll see just a whole box of like empty CD cases or empty DVD cases, and no one really wants anything for them. You know, like if no one buys them, they're just going to throw them away anyways at the end of the yard sale. So you can get them for next to nothing. I've got like 3 boxes full of DVD and CD cases that are just empty. So whenever I get a copy of Twisted Metal with a completely destroyed case, it's really easy just to trade out the pieces of paper that are in the front and the back and make it look like it's a really good condition game again, because this game isn't, if it was like a $4 PlayStation game, I wouldn't worry about it. But knowing that if I just clean up the plastic, basically, I can get $18 out of it, it's worth it. You know what I mean? So that's a pro tip. Get a case of DVD and CD cases and just keep them around. We sold a Dragon Ball Z Capsule Corporation. I'm going to stop picking up shirts like this because, I mean, they're, I probably paid $25 for this, so technically it was worth it, but I just don't like listing clothing and everything. Like, I'm going to stop picking up stuff unless I know it's basically rare. This also went out to our boy Josh. So thank you so much, Josh. And he also picked up the Jurassic Park. If you guys haven't watched the video where I opened these cards, you can check that out in the trading card pack playlist that's featured on the channel. This is a complete full set minus the 4 holograms. The holograms in these sets are actually pretty rare. But then again, the 4 holograms don't really have much individual value. It's kind of weird. But the base set really doesn't have much individual value either. So I tried to spice it up. You know, I went out and bought this brand new binder that it's in. I bought brand new sleeves, and I bindered them up in a complete set from card 1 to card 88. I think there's 88 cards in the set. And then I even slapped a little Jurassic Park sticker on the front just to make it kind of like a collector thing, you know, just to up the presentation. Like, you can literally just slap that on your shelf, and then you have other friends that come over that are fans of the movie, you know, just show them the cards, and it's kind of cool. So sold that for $24.99, free ship, also to our buddy Josh. Josh is the one that bought all the consoles, if you guys remember. This is an Xbox controller for Darksiders War Mastered Edition that Xbox sent me at some point in the last year. I don't know anything about the Darksiders games. I'm not necessarily a fan or anything. It was sitting in a shelf, on a shelf, or maybe in my drawer over here. I've just got so much Xbox controllers. So I was like, well, I don't really need this. I'll just put it up. I could only find one other listing and sale of this, and it went for like $30. And I thought, man, considering I can't even find like information other than that listing of this controller existing, I'm gonna list it high and see what happens. I listed it for $100, $99.99. I immediately got messages from, like, legit within the hour. I got messages from 3 different people asking where it came from, what the origin story was, is it authentic, like who did it, blah blah blah, is it hand painted, is it stickers, all this stuff, like a lot of interest. And I was like, what is going on? And this guy bought it. But I don't require immediate payment on my listings, so he didn't pay. And he was like, I was like, hey man, when are you gonna pay? And he's like, tomorrow. Blah blah blah. He gave me a story. He was trying to like do more research, and I think he was scared that I was like trying to scam, because I told him, I was like, I'm a YouTuber, like I have friends at Xbox, they sent it to me. I think he was thinking that like this was some sort of a cheap knockoff, or that I just made it myself or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what he was thinking, but he ended up not paying. He never paid, so I relisted it. And then again, immediately, I got like 3 messages from 3 different people than the first time even, and then it sold. And this guy was just ecstatic to have it. He's a huge Darksiders collection. He actually sent me pictures of all of his Darksiders collection, which was really cool to see. He's got like basically anything and everything you could ever think of that existed for promotional items for the Darksiders, like legitimately. It was just like 100 pages of photos. It was insane. So that went to somebody that's really going to appreciate it, and I felt good about that one. So St. Louis Cardinals pin. This is a viewer sale. He said, love the videos. I'm trying to get into the selling stuff on eBay as well. Any tips you got would be appreciated. If not, I know you're a busy dude. So, I mean, best thing I can tell you, Dylan, is just watch these videos, these what sold videos and the vlog videos and everything if you're interested. I drop tips from time to time just throughout the normal daily content. So, the Harley Davidson hat. I actually got a message about this. Actually, would this be... No, this is the first one. So this one sold. I got 2 of these. If you guys didn't see the video where I picked up all the Harley gear, I got $180 worth of Harley gear, I believe it was, for $5. Go watch that video if you're more interested in that. But this one sold for $29.99, free ship, for a brand new officially licensed Harley beanie. This is a Game Boy. I bought a bunch of Game Boy Advance SPs because my plan was I was gonna like have a Game Boy LAN party. As crazy as that sounds, you can system link Mario Kart Circuit on these things, and it was a lot of fun. Me and my buddies used to do it in high school a lot, and ended up never happening. So I was like, hey, I should probably get rid of all these Game Boys that I'm not using. So this also went out to a viewer. Kevin said, hey, Hova, been a fan since the 360 GTA 5 days and loving the eBay videos. I'm excited for the garage sale spy cam videos. Keep up the good work and keep them coming. I appreciate it, Kevin. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I'm very much excited for yard sale season to start up as well. Trust me. I am sick of trying to get through winter on scraps. So $54.99 free ship on that. We got a White Tails Unlimited Mossy Oak cap here sold for $14.99 plus shipping on top. I love selling hats, man. I love it. I don't wear hats. I don't care about hats, but I love selling hats. This went out to a viewer as well. He didn't leave a note, but I remember him messaging me on something. But anyways, shout out to Kyle who picked up this San Diego Comic-Con Mass Predator bottle opener. I picked this up on a Facebook buy for I think $5 or something like that. So $18.99 free ship on that. Hope you enjoy it, Kyle. The Hova Flip stickers. If you guys noticed, I paid an artist to make a new channel banner and a new channel icon, and I printed up some stickers for this. There should be merch featured below this video now. So I'm selling some merch if you guys want to get a t-shirt or a coffee mug, and I even made socks out of the channel banner just because I thought it was funny. But I also got these stickers printed. I just paid for these out of my own pocket. I ordered 50 of each of the coin design and the other coin. I was going to, like, buyers like Joshua who have bought literally like hundreds of dollars worth of consoles from me and stuff like that. You know, I have some people that buy stuff and they keep coming back and they keep buying stuff. And, you know, I bought these kind of, excuse me, for appreciation of those people, you know, just throw in a couple stickers with their order. And didn't really plan on selling them, but I knew when I showed them in the video that there'd be at least one person probably being like, hey, where can I buy those stickers? So I went ahead and listed. I tried to put a multi-quantity on this and I messed it up, but I ended up changing it. But I ended up putting up 10 sets of these, I think, on eBay. And I've actually sold quite a bit of them. I was very surprised. So thank you very much if you guys are watching this and you're one of the people that picked up these stickers. These went out to Andrew, so shout out to Andrew. Thank you so much. $9.99 free ship. And then look, another sticker pack. These went out to Daniel. He left a note. He said, hey Hova, I was the one that messaged you on Instagram he put I was the one that messaged you on Instagram at Hova Flips. Shameless plug. He's shameless plugging my Instagram. Thank you Daniel, I appreciate that. About the stickers, wanted to help you out since I've started my own eBay after watching you. Love the videos. Can't wait for the yard sales to start. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope your eBay is doing well. And I also, again, cannot wait for yard sale season. Thank you very much, man, for picking up some stickers. And then we got an M&M's 5-alarm fire truck that we sold for $10 plus shipping. I bought literally 2 massive boxes that barely fit in the back of my truck, I think for $10, full of M&M merchandise. And I was trying, I looked it all up on eBay and it was like, most of it was like, nothing to get too excited about. So I thought I was just going to flip it back on Facebook. That hasn't been going so hot. I did a couple things, but it's just been moving slower than I wanted. So I've been starting to list a little bit on eBay. And much to my surprise, it's actually sold fairly quickly. So I was happy to get the $10 plus shipping on it. This is, if you guys haven't seen, this was also shown in a video, the story for this. If you guys like these What Sold videos, you got to make sure, you got to watch all the content because there's so much context that comes from all of it. But I was testing OG Xbox consoles that I got. This one I got from a thrift store, I think for $20, $25. And the Xbox wouldn't read the disc, which I was really bummed about, obviously. And then I noticed that the cable that was attached to it is official Xbox, the HD component cables. And I knew that with the official GameCube HD component cables, the HD component cables, the official OEM GameCube ones are worth like $200, which is crazy. So I always dig through, anytime I see like a giant thing of wires, I dig through it just on the off chance you might find one of those or something else. But I didn't know that the Xbox ones were also a pretty good Bolo. So $44.95 just for the cable, which was awesome because the Xbox didn't work and I thought I was screwed on that. This is another thing just from cleaning out around my house. You know, it's just like everybody's got that stuff laying around that you're like, you know, I don't need that. What am I going to do with it? This was one of those things. This was a wireless router that I had that I got from like, I don't know, Best Buy or something a long time ago whenever I got my big TV and they set up my surround sound. They were also going to set up all the internet, but they didn't have time to do it. I never rescheduled the install, so I had these like high-end routers laying around. I still have one of these listed, but this one sold for $174.99 to a viewer. It went out to Jeffrey. He said, love the videos, been waiting on the item to pop up since I saw it on your video. Keep up the good work. This stuff is really high-end. I'm pretty sure he got a really good deal on this. At the end of the day, even though I bought these like 5 years ago, I doubt I profited. I'm almost positive I lost money on these. This stuff is like not available on the consumer market. As far as I understand, it's like, yeah, not sold online for professional installers only. So I don't know. I mean, you could find some on eBay and stuff like that, but you can't just go to like Amazon and buy it unless it's a reseller, just like eBay, as far as I know. But anyways, you know, $175 back. I don't know how much I paid for it back in the day, but you know, that was 5 years ago too. So just happy to get some money back on it. Sold some more manga. Always happy when the manga sells. This is Mars. I don't, you know, I wish I could tell you guys more about this stuff, but this is 15 books, so my cost was $15, and I sold them for $120 free ship. And you might be thinking, well, books are really heavy, and free shipping, that might take a big hit. Books you can ship media mail, so even if it was 10 pounds of books, it comes out to about $1 a pound once you get into the... even if it's like heavy, even if it's like 20 pounds. If it's 20 pounds of books, it's like $20 to ship ish. That's just kind of a rule of thumb. So very happy when those sell. Pokemon Diamond. I believe this was actually my girlfriend's copy of Pokemon Diamond. She brought her DS and stuff when she moved in, and we have a Switch now, and we pay for the Nintendo Online, so you get a lot of the OG like Mario games and stuff on SNES and NES. You don't get the Pokemon games, but we've got Pokemon Shield and Pokemon Quest, and we've been playing those. So anyways, we didn't really need it, so we just sold it. $24.99. This also went out to a viewer. Shout out to Alex. He said, hi Hova, Lord of Dank here. Love the videos over on the Hova Flips channel. I watch all the time. Keep up the great work. Glad you enjoy. Thank you so much, Alex. I appreciate it, bud. And then we got some reverse hollows. I think these are the ones that I opened from the Generations packs on the trading card playlist. If you guys want to check those out, $1.29 plus shipping. You know, nothing crazy, but was able to get rid of them and get a little bit of my money back on that. So that was cool. This was a broken DS that I had listed for a very long time. Sold for $9.99 free shipping. It just wouldn't turn on. I don't know what the issue was with it, so I just sold it as is, 4 parts. And happy to get rid of it. And then a Nerf gun sold, which I listed a bunch of Nerf guns last summer, and I thought like Nerf guns were going to be the eBay gold mine, and then none of them really sold until this. I think I might have sold like one of those itty bitty pistol Nerf guns back when I listed them, but then everything else just kind of sat. So yeah, I was happy to see this one go. These magazines are a Bolo. Sometimes you can ship just the magazine, the clip, the magazines, whatever you want to call them, for quite a bit, you know, 10-20 bucks just on those without the gun itself. So those are a Bolo. So anyways, $24.99 plus shipping on that. Harley Davidson Rider's jacket. This is like a female's, pretty cool design and everything. I actually found this at a church rummage sale, and I think they had like 25 bucks on it or 20 bucks on it or something like that, and I ended up paying 15. I was actually gonna, it was funny, I was gonna start running a sale on this because I saw it and I was like, man, I've had that listed for a while, I'd like to get the money on it. And I was like, no, spring's right around the corner, people are gonna start getting their bikes out, they're gonna start riding, they're gonna start looking for gear, you know. So I left it as is, and it sold full price, so I'm glad I didn't go down on that or try to send offers. So $69.95 plus shipping. That was a good little flip there. More Harley gear. This is another one of the items that I got, like I said, $180 worth of stuff for $5. So I'm obviously very much in the profit on this already, just from the beanie and this cap. So a lot of these hats and beanies I got on the clearance rack. So I had $180 in-store credit is what it was. And some of these were like $30 hats, but I went and found some on the clearance rack, and so they were marked down to like $12 or $9, and they were also having a sale on top of that where you could buy one clearance item, get one half off. So I basically cleaned house on all this Harley gear and getting a really good return on it. So I don't know how much I got this hat for, but it sold for $29.99, free ship. And then we got more stickers. Shout out to Josh. I appreciate you picking up some Hova Flips stickers, my dude. Then we got another vintage cap here, Bass Pro mesh trucker hat. I've got 2 more of these still available. They're in really nice condition. As far as I can tell, they're like legit from, you know, 90s, maybe 80s. I don't even know. This was in that huge buy that I had all the different hats in. And sold it for $14.99, free shipping. So a good little sale there. More stickers. Shout out to Kevin. Thank you so much for picking up the Hova Flip stickers. I appreciate it, Kevin. We got a... It's funny, I listed as similar to the blue one that I listed the first time, as you can see, and it still says blue because I forgot to change the title. So, but it sold $54.99 for a silver Game Boy Advance SP. This is just the 01 model, not the 101. The 101 has the brighter screen, and they go for a little bit more. But the 01s are still great little units. So $54.99, free ship. And then if you guys remember the big lot of stuff that I bought on Facebook, all the different camel stuff, where I pulled out... What did I pull out? I tried to sell the calendars separate. I think I've still got those listed. They haven't sold yet, but this lot did sell. I put it at an auction. I was hoping there'd be a couple bids on it, but it sold for $10. I think I got all of it for $5 or something, or maybe I paid $10. I really can't remember. So I've got my money back now. If the calendars sell, then a little bit of profit. So $9.99 plus shipping on that. Not too bad. These Dove figurines, I want to say I won these on a Facebook auction. I probably paid less than $10. And sold them for $49.99 plus shipping. Had them listed for a while, but they did finally sell. So that was a very good flip there. I was happy with that. Another Game Boy. I know. I did remember to change the color whenever I listed this one. $54.99 free shipping. Sold 3 Game Boys this week. Call of Duty World War II field jacket. So this was something that Activision sent me. Which is really cool, but it's not something I'm ever going to wear. In fact, it was just like laying on the floor in my attic, and I saw it, and I was like, I mean, it's Call of Duty World War II, so it's not even like the, you know, the most popular Call of Duty at all by any means, and it, you know, we're a few years after. But sure enough, listed it, since it's new with tags and everything, sold for $24.99 free ship, so I was happy to get rid of that. And then here is the other Harley beanie. So I got a message on this, and the guy was like... It kind of irritated me, but because it's got, I left the price tag on it. So what I did is on the caps that were only like that hat that I showed you guys a while ago that sold for $30. There was no price tag on that because I paid 20 or less. Some of them were like 20 or 15, and I pulled the price tag off and listed them for 30, and it worked. It sold for 30. I know you guys are probably thinking like, wow, what an ass, but that's just the game, man. That's the reselling hustle, you know what I'm saying? So, but on the ones that were 25 or more, I just left the price tag on. And so the guy messaged me anyways, and he was like, yeah, he's like, hey, would you do $25 since that's what's on the price tag? And I was like, no, can't do 25. I probably would have if it weren't for the fact that the other one had already sold full price. But I was like, no, I can't do 25. I was like, that's why it's free shipping, you know, because I got to pay to ship it is kind of my excuse I gave him. So I was just like, no, price is firm. You know, I just listed 2 of these. One of them already sold. I think the price is fair. And sure enough, I called his bluff. Like 24 hours later, he went ahead and purchased it full price. So nice little flip there. Like I said, that Harley stuff is doing us really, really well. So this Ralph Lauren sport jacket I picked up at... the Open Door, I believe, for like $1 or something. I can't remember, maybe a couple bucks at the most. But I picked it up because it was really fresh. Like all there's no like threading that's coming off or anything. There was no stains or it was in really good shape. It was clean. So I picked it up and listed it for $20 free ship, and sure enough, it sold. These are some TWA Airlines hats that I picked up at the same estate sale that I got the Elvis tapes. I can't remember if I paid I want to say they were $5, but it was the half off day, so I paid $2.50 a piece, but I could have paid less. I'm not 100 because I usually don't even pay that much for hats, but a lot of these big patch hats, even though they're in really rough shape, if these were in good shape, these could have been really good finds. But I went ahead and picked them up, and I just lotted up the 4 since they were so dirty and everything, just as is, you know, and they sold for $24.99 free ship. So I made a little bit on that, but not much. Kingdom of Hearts has sold. You guys actually haven't even seen this stuff come in yet. That video is going to go up Saturday. So I'll save the story on those if you guys want to see where this came from and how much I paid for it. $12.49 free ship on that. And then Donkey Kong Country on Game Boy Color. These next 3 items that I'm showing will all be explained in the video that comes up Saturday. Donkey Kong Country Game Boy Color, $9.99 free ship. And then a Game Boy Color with the Game Boy Color travel case, some instructions, and we got 007 The World Is Not Enough and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and a System Link sold for $59.99 free ship. So again, if you guys want to find out where those last 3 items came from and the story behind them, it was a huge buy. I'll just go ahead and tell you guys I spent just over, I think, $250 on a purchase that I got yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was, yeah, it was yesterday, day before, yesterday. It was yesterday. Spent just over $250 on 3 different individual purchases on Facebook and brought all that stuff home, and I've already sold 3 items from it, so that's cool. So recouping that money, and hopefully we'll make a good bit more. So anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching the video, and make sure you ring that bell and comment and do all the things. You guys know how it is. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.